The call came at 1:03 a.m. I remember the sound, raw, trembling, wrapped in static. My sister's voice. The kind that doesn't ask for help anymore, just whispers what's left. "Brother, I'm at the hospital, trauma ward, bullet through chest." Her words came in gasps, broken by pain and panic. "I went to your apartment tonight to tell you something, but—" She coughed. I heard nurses shouting, the flatline beep of a monitor fighting to hold rhythm. "Your wife, her lover, they were finalizing your execution contract." Silence. "They hired someone. I think they saw me outside. They shot me in your driveway." The line went dead. For 3 seconds, I sat perfectly still. Then I stood. Old instincts returned, the cold, methodical calm they used to call the ghost. 200 confirmed eliminations, none personal. Until tonight. The hallway light burned too bright. The air was sharp with disinfectant and betrayal. That night, I didn't drive to the hospital. I already knew she wouldn't make it. I drove home. My wife was asleep when I entered, or pretending. The bedroom smelled like her perfume and someone else's cologne. There were 2 glasses on her nightstand. One had lipstick, one didn't. Her phone buzzed once, face down. The name flashed before it went dark again. D. I stared at it for a long time. I didn't touch her, didn't speak, just watched her chest rise and fall, steady, peaceful, unaware that the world around her had already shifted. I poured a drink, sat in the dark, listened to the tick of the clock. My sister had gone to warn me, and for that she bled out on concrete while my wife slept safely upstairs. The mind tries to reason, to rebuild. Maybe she's wrong, maybe it's something else. But reason collapses beneath the weight of truth whispered in dying breaths. I looked at my wife again, the woman who used to cry when I left for deployment. Now, she was the reason someone came back from the dead to save me, and I couldn't even thank her. Days passed, quietly. I went to work, smiled when she smiled, kissed her cheek when she leaned close. She never saw the cold calculation behind my eyes. Every movement became a mission, every conversation reconnaissance. I installed a hidden recorder under her desk, another beneath the car seat, a tracking chip in her phone. The voice that once soothed me at night now fed me coordinates and lies. Her laughter in those recordings, soft, intimate, wasn't mine anymore. The man's voice, Daniel Pierce, a real estate consultant, married, father of 2, the kind who smiled too easily. They spoke of plans in half phrases, of timing. She asked if he'd spoken to the men. He said yes. They'd handle it quietly. My hands didn't shake. They never do. But my heart? It became something else, a machine with one purpose. I filed for extended leave. My colleagues thought it was grief. They were right, just not the kind they imagined. I confirmed the contracts through a contact in private security. 2 payments wired from her company's account to a proxy in Serbia. Same alias used in an old arms deal I once investigated. The target? Me. The amount? $400,000. I sat in my office, the report spread before me. Black ink, white paper. The anatomy of betrayal. She came home early that evening. I was waiting by the window, holding the report. She smiled. "You're home before 6? That's rare." I didn't speak. I just handed it to her. Her eyes scanned the pages. The color drained from her face. The paper trembled in her hands. What is this?" I watched her. Nothing moved inside me. Not rage, not sorrow, just precision. "You tell me," I said. She started to speak, then stopped. The silence that followed was perfect. It told me everything words never could. I didn't yell, didn't accuse, didn't even stay long. I left the papers on the table, along with the key to the safe, the one holding the files that could tie her and her lover to the contract. Copies, time-stamped, with her signature. Then I texted Daniel's wife. One sentence, no context. You should check your husband's offshore account, Serbia. Within hours, the machine began to devour itself. By morning, her lover was under investigation. His accounts frozen. His wife filed for divorce. My wife? She vanished. Took nothing. Said nothing. Cowards always run before the fire finishes spreading. I stood over my sister's grave 3 nights later. Cold wind, flickering candles. The world smelled like rain and regret. I finished it, I whispered. They won't hurt anyone again. No tears, just truth. When I got home, the house was quiet. Her perfume was gone, her clothes, her laughter. Only the clock remained, ticking softly in the dark, marking the seconds of a life reset. People say vengeance doesn't bring peace. They're wrong. It brings clarity, and clarity is colder than death.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.